Hello cosplay world. Now I'm gonna do something a bit different this time around. We are making a cosplay, but we are making crazy cosplay. We are working at feverish pitch, and this means that I can't show you all of the stuff that goes on. But I can show you parts and important things that I have not shown you in other videos. What I'm going to show you in this video is lifts, or flats, or stilts, or however you want to call them. But these are things that give an additional height to cosplayers, if your costume so needs it. These are, I like to do lifts because they have a wider base. They're a lot safer than just stilts, and I always make sure they're comfortable. As you can see, there's not for me, there's for a lady. Lady over there working with the heat gun. Yes, we are making many things. There's lots of cosplayers here who do crazy stuff. So, I'm going to start off by saying we are going to use the Dremel for most of the drilling here, and we're going to do pre-cut. We're going to pre-drill everything so that our screws do not splinter and that they have a better hold on the piece. So I really should have measured this. Yeah, so I'm going to do that now so I know the center. I know this is the center, but on this side I didn't measure that, so yeah. 7.5, so half is 3.75. Okay, here's the middle. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna just look at this and center it. Really nice. And there we are. Okay. Now I've pre-cut these to fit the shape of the foot that I'm gonna be building. This is it's gonna be shaped over this, so none of these wood bits are gonna show. That's kind of important, and it's gonna have two pieces, a back and front piece, a heel and a toe. When you're walking in lifts or stilts, you want to remember the heel-toe trick with regular shoes. Kind of important for not falling is a heel, then toe. And you're going to want to definitely walk slowly and carefully, as I have been tripped up by something as small and like less threatening as a pen. Other people's feet, my own feet. So this is definitely one of those things you want to practice with. Okay, so I got these marked off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill them all into place. But I'm going to do all that and fast forward. Let's see. But before I do, I'm going to go into the importance of bracing in more than one direction. With just this piece, there's a chance it could wobble back and forth like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for each piece, the front and the back, is I'm going to brace it against that, so it's less likely to do it. And like so. So also, I'm going to brace on the inside. So, okay, this is the shoe I'm using, so I'll be bracing on the inside here. Now what this does is when you put your plank down, it puts it slightly towards the inside. Now why is that important? It's because you need a slightly wider stance with your feet, without breaking the flow of the costume. It's still over the center of these two pieces, but you have slightly more space, so you're not stepping on your toes. Like, it's not good. Also, when you're working with lifted, you're gonna want a much wider stance when walking. I guess I can go into a long rant specifically about the stance, but I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to drill these bits. I'm just going to brace them all together. We're going to come back, and we're going to continue from there. Thanks for, oh yeah, fast forward. Blah. So there we are. We have at least 3 screws in the base pieces along the central axis, and then for each one of these side support pieces we have 2 See, 1, 2, and then the support piece 1 or 2. So it's not going to wobble back and forth. But you can see it's really, really stable. Now, as I talked about earlier, the center of the shoe is shifted. I don't know, maybe an inch or 2, but that's fine because it's not much, but it's enough to like keep you from stepping on your own toes. And it's not so much that it messes with the design of the costume. If you have shoes that are kind of way off over here, maybe that might not look so good. Also, you need to make sure your shoe is still over the support or the base. If it's off over here, it won't be. It'll be more likely to tip out. No good. So, just some simple tips for making sure that your lifts are nice, safe, and stable. And these are about 6-inch base lifts, which are nice. You can go higher, you can go shorter, it's no big deal. If you're going higher, you want to practice a whole ton more, and they're a lot more dangerous. Okay, so what we have here is a slip-off shoe, no laces, nothing, real easy to get in and out of. Also, this is an old shoe, not a worn out, not a used shoe. It's nice worn out. It's good. So I've already drilled holes in here because I messed up the video, so I have to redo it. Awesome guys, I have to do this. So normally I would most of the times I have shoes where I can rip the sole out and I would pull that out and I would put the screw in. So
I don't own shoes like that.
oh wow. But if you don't have a sole, you can buy gel insoles or some kind of padding to go in the bottom of your shoe, and it'll work just the same because you don't want to be on the screws. That's kind of uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the screws right on in the wood, assuming I can find it. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna put 2 more screws on the side here. You can also put it on the very tip of the toe if you have enough wood. But because this is shorter, I'm gonna end it there. Okay. Let's see. Where's screws? So, with the 3 screws in here, it's gonna be nice and strong. You also want to make sure that it's on the edge so you can fit your feet in there. You want to make sure it's comfortable. In the scenario that you need to, if you're going to fall over, which is always not a good scenario, something you don't want to be in, I always ditch the costume. Your costume is not worth your ankle or your knee or your hip. It's just not. So always think about your safety before your costume, okay, people? I need to put let's see if I can line the screw up right. So this last part, we're going to demonstrate how to be walking in these. Now, as you know, she has her toes spread apart. Actually, this one should be spread a little bit more. Actually, like this, like that.
Ah.
Like that, yeah. So when you're walking, you kind of walk like this. Can you?
I can walk.
Yeah, and you always want to go heel, toe. Even if they're really flat, you want heel first, feel where it is, and then toe. Yeah. Now, climbing up and down stairs, not recommended so much, of course. But this is gonna be the end of this particular video. This is just beginning steps on how to make these, how to walk in them. More complex shoes and longer, especially if you got really, really long toes. Like if they're way out here, you have to be careful where you're walking, especially if you were to walk with your toes pointed inward and you've got long claws, just very easily you could step on yourself and not know it. You could step on your own toe, and then when you go to move, you just trip and fall. It's terrible. So always walk like this if you can, or stand like that. Oh well. She's gonna go train in her new shoes. Lifts. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a different video on a different part of mech assembly, I guess. And I hope you enjoy this video. Good times. Oh, woo!